Elsa nodded, sighed and said, "It can only be this way." Charlie was taking her back to the car. At this moment, she heard a sound of breaking through the sky very keenly. She immediately saw a silver light bursting through the air in the heavy rain. Moreover, this silver light came straight to Elsa. Charlie didn't even think about it, and instantly stretched out his hand and pulled Elsa into his arms. At the same time, just hearing the sound of "dang," a sharp flying knife was pierced on the front cover of the Mercedes-Benz. The blade is as thin as a willow leaf, sharp and shiny, and it is still buzzing. The front cover of the car is made of hard metal, but this extremely thin throwing knife is cut in half like tofu. There was silence all around, and the eyes of several people were fixed on the flying knife. Fortunately, Charlie was able to save her in time. The flying knife that came straight to Elsa's temple brushed Elsa's cheeks. The sharp blade cut off a few hairs of her. It was really thrilling. Even if Elsa came from a famous family and had experienced many storms, she couldn't help screaming when she saw this suddenly. Immediately afterwards, another cold light attacked by two knives. Charlie frowned, held Elsa and turned around, flashing the two life-threatening knives in an instant. This flying knife is full of vigor. If it weren't for the protection of the exercises in the 9 profound heaven scriptures, it would be impossible to save Elsa at this time, or to protect himself even. Elsa was also stunned. Unexpectedly, in Orus Hill, someone wanted her life. What she didn't expect was that it was Charlie who rescued her twice. At this moment, Charlie hugged Elsa, raised his head coldly, and looked into the rain curtain. He saw an off-road vehicle parked not far away. A person in the vehicle was looking at him dumbfounded, as if he did not expect to rescue Elsa from his throwing knife. "Who is the kid, dare to spoil the good things of my brothers?" In the off-road vehicle, two figures came down. The two men were full of murderous aura and walked towards Charlie. Among the two oncomings, the one walking in front was a man in white. This man was wearing a white silk cloth practice clothes with a fluttering robe, and even a drop of rain did not hit him. The other is in black and has a strong body. Powerful muscles. A barrier seemed to have formed around his body, automatically isolating the rainwater. Charlie glanced lightly and saw that these two men were beyond normal and their skill was not low. At this moment, Irvin Jones, who was sitting in the car window and looking out, suddenly seemed to have seen a ghost and wanted to run as soon as he opened the car door. Charlie's eyes were quick and fast. He grabbed his back collar, and said coldly, "Where are you running?" "Oliver Vincent, there, Oliver Vincent." Irvin Jones yelled in a panic while struggling, "Mr. Wade, let me go. I don't want to die." The sturdy man sneered, "You can recognize the brothers, you are a little bit knowledgeable, but before our brothers are done, none of you should leave." "Oliver Vincent?" Charlie looked at the two of them, frowning for some reflection. There was a piece of news on the Hot Search the year before, which was broadcast on several TV stations in a loop, and he accidentally watched it while cooking at home. The news is a pair of vicious robbers who hijacked the son of the richest man in Haicheng and demanded a huge ransom of 80 million. In the end, the richest man also had the backbone. Not only did he not give it, he also spent 100 million to invite the elders of the Guwu Association Alliance in Nongguang to ask for his son to be rescued. The Nongguang Armed Forces League's combat power is the first in the province, with its armed forces spreading across Nongguang, and its power is huge. Once the Armed Forces League issues a wanted order, it is tantamount to setting up a network of men across heaven and earth. Elder Isaac has profound cultivation, ranking 5th in the entire Wu League, and he is famous. At that time, everyone was waiting and waiting for the robbers to kneel and beg for mercy. As a result, Elder Isaac hunted down for 7 days, but he did not even find the shadow of the robbers. In the end, in order to save face, he had to ask the entire Wu League to dispatch, but they were still hounded away by the robbers. After the robbers escaped, they cut off one of the ears of the richest man's son as a threat, and the ransom was raised to 300 million. The richest man had to honestly pay a ransom of 300 million, then redeemed his son. In particular, it can be seen that Oliver Vincent's strength is indeed great, and they flew around to commit crimes. Ordinary people were suddenly targeted by them, and they could not escape the clutches. Oliver Vincent came this time, aiming directly at Elsa, in order to kill Elsa. Elsa's face changed sharply. After I came to Urus Hill, I have always kept a low profile and have never fought with anyone. Why would you kill me? The sturdy man sneered at this moment. We have no grievances with you, let alone know you. It's just that someone is spending money to buy your life. Elsa asked, who is it? Who wants my life? The big man smiled and said, why do the dead still have so many problems? Charlie guarded both Elsa and his wife Claire at this time, and said coldly, what? Do you dare to kill in front of me? Have you ever asked me? The white-clothed man said coldly, what are you? We two brothers have killed countless people. A slump like you doesn't even deserve to be killed by us. After all, the white-clothed man said again, however, since you don't have long eyes in my hands today, then the fate of all of you is over. Claire and Elsa's faces pale in fright. These people look like angels of death, and they definitely have seen blood on their hands, so angry and daunting. Charlie said to Claire, Claire, take Elsa to the car. Don't worry about it, leave it to me.